few years ago now, I was out on tour. I was on the East Coast. I was staying with a singer-songwriter friend of mine in Philadelphia. You see, I was staying in Philadelphia, but the states are small out there. You can drive to all sorts of states and play and then come back and stay in a different state. It's pretty amazing. So that's what I was doing. I was staying in Philadelphia, but I would drive to all the surrounding cities and come back and repeat. So I'd come back each day and I'd sleep on the couch, and then one day my singer-songwriter friend, she came with me to play this show in a place called Asbury Park, New Jersey, at a place called the Stone Pony. And if you don't know, that's where Bruce Springsteen started out. They're quick to tell you that, and they're quick to tell you stories about him, because he is the boss. They're quick to remind you that all night, and apparently he still shows up for some of the shows, but I'll tell you what, he did not show up for my show. He did not show up for my show, but you see, to this show I was driving my singer-songwriter friend. She was riding, which meant that I was driving, so I was not drinking, and she was riding, so she was drinking whiskey all night. She was drinking whiskey all night, so she thought it would be a good idea to go across the street. You see, across the street is the old boardwalk, the ocean, the old rides, long since boarded up. So she wanted to go because she'd been drinking whiskey all night. Remember, I'm sober in this story, so I knew this wasn't a good idea. I knew this wasn't a good idea, but she thought we should go, fueled by liquid courage. So I thought I would at least humor her suggestion and ask around to see if it was safe, to see if we could go, to see if we should go or if we'd die, because I don't want to die. And so I asked around, and I said, is it safe? I asked the locals, because I figured they'd tell me, and they said, no, it's not safe. I said, you live here. I said, you live here and you wouldn't go, that doesn't sound good. I don't want to die, I'm too young for this. And then all these things started flashing through my head. I don't want to die. And so anyways, I went back, and she asked me again. She said, Dan, can we go? And of course, I did the only logical thing. She said, Dan, can we go? And I said, okay. Neither one of us died, but I got a good song out of it the next day. She's a little unruly. It might be the whiskey. It might just be the fact we're on the Jersey Shore before they wrote, series about it on MTV. She flips off her flip-flops. She rolls up her jeans. You see, she hasn't seen the ocean in years. It's 2 in the morning, moon across the waves. She turns cartwheels to the shore. She meets the water with bare feet. She's laughing all the way. Salty, sultry, laughing girl. She said it's hard sometimes to hide this age around my eyes. She said it's just so hard sometimes to hide these lines around my eyes. But I said, the moonlit boardwalk hides them well. She beckons me to the water, moon across her lips. Now I hesitated, but I followed her. Sandy-toed and starry-eyed, with salt-soaked jeans. There's something about this beach. It's long past its heyday, abandoned amusement park. But tonight we saw it come to life. The boardwalk's broken down. with beer breath bombs. But tonight we had a peek into the past. Like an old carnival ride, she does a little thing with her eyes, rolls them around like she's surprised. This amusement park's alive. Like an old carnival ride, she does a little thing with her eyes, rolls them around like she's surprised. This amusement park's alive. She said it's hard sometimes to hide this age around my eyes. She said it's just so hard sometimes to hide these lines around my eyes. But I said, and I said, this amusement park's alive. So, if you go to Asbury Park today, they've actually fixed it all up. It's pretty amazing.